want you to take time out right now, stop what you're doing if you're just listening and doing something around the house or wherever you're located. But if you have any, I'll say young adults in the area or young adults, children of yours, I invite you to have them join you to watch this program because they're going to be very interested in what is going to take place as well as yourself. Now with this, the years that have gone on, things have transpired concerning education. And let's just be for real, everyone is not a four-year college educational person. Everyone, the 4 years is not for them. But that does not mean education is still not for them. So I have someone on here who's going to help jumpstart the educational spark within not just the children, but also encourage the parents on what to do and how to help guide your children in their educational academic goals, and you know what, something for life as well. And I want to invite and welcome, introduce to some, Mr. Steve Wolf. Hello, sir.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
You're welcome, and I thank you for coming on Good Neighbors. And you are the principal for the Carrigan Career Center.
Yes, ma'am. I serve the WFISD in a dual role as principal of the Carrigan Career Center and director for career and technology education for the district.
Now, a lot of individuals may not have heard about it. I hadn't heard a lot about the center. I was like, well, where is this? What is this? And is this something totally different from the Wichita Falls ISD? But you are connected or are in the district as well.
Yes, ma'am. We are a part of the Wichita Falls ISD. The Carrigan School campus originally was an elementary campus way back in the history of WFISD. And in the early 70s, the campus was added onto and refashioned as a then what they called a vocational center. And now with new, more modern language, we know it as Carrigan Career Center, and we offer career and technology programs there for students from all three WFISD high schools.
That's awesome to see how it began as an elementary school, and now it's kind of like back to the basics for some things as well, and it hasn't stopped concerning learning. Now, where I saw the address and I was like, okay, well, where in the world is that? Because I'm not familiar with that location.
Blonde Street runs east and west through the front of our school, or in front of our school, rather, and it's between Holiday and Brook.
Okay.
And so we're about probably 5 blocks south of the Kell Freeway. You can easily access it there, exit on Brook off of the Kell Freeway and go south, and then we're just over a few blocks off of Brook.
Now, how many students do you know presently you have in attendance at the school?
Well, we're currently in our main programs there at Carrigan serving 145 high school students.
Wow, that's great. That's awesome. Now, we're talking about this being a career center, not just a, as they used to say, a VOTEC school. And we know during the years the language changes, the terminology changes. And we're going to try to keep with the Carrigan Career Center here on Good Neighbors. Now, the center has a variety of things that are available for the students, but we know they go to learn a certain type of career, but why do you think this is important, especially now?
Well, I think that to be successful, every student has got to have some skills when they go out into the workforce, and whether they pursue that through programs at the Carrigan Career Center while they're still in high school, or additional 2-year technical training beyond high school, or a college degree, 4-year degree, they've got to have something to differentiate them from the typical unskilled laborer. And at the Carrigan Career Center, some of the really exceptional opportunities that we offer include programs like our cosmetology program, where students can be involved in that their junior and senior year in high school, and they can graduate and be a licensed cosmetologist upon high school graduation.
Wow.
There are some fees associated with that because there's licensure exams to take, and there's materials they have to purchase as part of that training.
Because you still have, you as an organization have to abide by the state rules,
yes, ma'am.
Just as if they went to a regular regular cosmetology or beauty school. You're doing the same thing.
Absolutely, and that's what I was going to say, though, is that even with the fees associated with that program at Carrigan, it is still much, much less expensive than a typical beauty college. And the benefit of doing that while you're still in high school and able to finish high school as a licensed cosmetologist. And some students may make that their lifetime career. Some students may use that as a means to make a living while they pursue other educational goals.
Definitely.
After high school.
That's awesome. You parents, they can get their diploma as well as get a job. We know that's kind of the objective for some, but also is to I think to encourage these students as well as show them discipline, because let's just face it, a lot of young adults now, when they go out and into the world, they still have no type of discipline. Some, not all, not categorizing all, but there are some who, after they walk across the stage, it's like, okay, what do I do now?
Well, what you're talking about is something else we address at Carrigan through all of our programs, and I'll elaborate on more in a little bit, but those are what we call soft skills.
Okay.
Interviewing, speaking, resume writing, those kind of things. And we have times at Carrigan that we emphasize those areas. But in addition to cosmetology, we also have welding, construction technology, auto collision repair, and electricity. And
So you're kind of like, I don't want to say all over the place, but I guess I just said it. But you have a wide variety of things that sometimes we forget that we still need.
Yes,
Like
ma'am.
we need
Absolutely.
electricians.
Absolutely.
We need individuals to weld things. We need, some people want to get their hair done, and also, we need people to take care of vehicles.
Absolutely.
And I think a lot of times students are pressured into going into, and I'm not saying anything against the four-year college. I have a four-year college degree, but every individual makeup is different. Some individuals don't learn, the way that we expect them or we think they should learn, parents. So don't try to force them into something that they may not be mature enough at that time to handle.
Absolutely, and college is quite expensive. And
It just gets down to the-
it seems
to the
to get
bottom
more
of it. It's a
expensive
lot of money, so.
every year. And so, like I was talking about the cosmetology, that's one of the beauties of it is it's very economical compared to most beauty colleges. And also, our programs take customers. So if you call up to Carrigan, we can tell you the hours that the cosmetology students are available to take customers for haircuts. And they offer a few other cosmetology services as well, pedicures, manicures. I think they're starting to do some facials for some of their clientele. So
Now I have to put this in there. This is still a school. They are still learning. So don't go in there trying to get the full body salon activity going. They're still students, they're still learning, and you know what, you're going there to help them learn and to help them enhance their skills. So I just had to put that,
is true.
some people
That is
go,
true.
you know how people are these days.
And it's very similar. I know most beauty schools are open to customers, and so if you've ever had a haircut at a beauty school, then it's the same sort of environment. Also, some of our other programs like the auto body, you can contact our auto body teacher, David Bowler, and he will let you know kind of what they can do in terms of taking in projects from the community. Our programs really like to do that. We were mentioning the soft skills earlier. Community service is also probably comes under the heading of soft skills, and our programs like to try to get students involved in the community. Something really neat that we've had going since school started this year is our electronics program and our construction program have been involved in working on helping refurbish some of the fixtures for the Fantasy of Lights at Midwestern State. So I've been telling everybody I'm really excited about viewing the Fantasy of Lights display this year with items there that have been refurbished in our programs at Carrigan, and so that
on that or not,
you bet that gets those students involved in just one aspect of community life here in Wichita Falls. And I understand that there will be some signage at the Fantasy of Lights designating which pieces the Carrigan students have worked on. So I for one, certainly will be looking to that.
So whenever someone goes to whatever year it is, whenever you go to the Fantasy of Lights, make sure that you'll note that, hey, this this was a student who worked on this and has helped. And you know, you might want to find out more about the school for your children or for someone else as well. Now, we're going to get more into the various departments or areas that you all have, like we mentioned the welding and stuff. But I want to know, or help our audience know, what is the process of if someone wants to go there? And you know I think you start with the freshman, you start with the sophomore year.
That's an excellent question. Yes, typically we serve mainly junior and senior students.
Okay.
And the first step for a student to become involved in a program at Carrigan is to discuss that with their guidance counselor at their home campus, be it Hershey High School, Wichita Falls High School, or Ryder High School. And the guidance office staffs at all three high schools have information on all our programs, and will help those students as they build their schedules and looking at what courses that they have to have for their graduation, as well as the electives that they want to take. Will help them get enrolled in our programs. And of course, you can always call our office at Carrigan Center. We're always glad to visit with folks.
So okay, let me ask you this. Do we need to take a step back before we go to the guidance counselor, go to the parents because of transportation? Just want to find out.
Well, actually, that also is an excellent question, and the district will provide school bus transportation for the students from their home campus.
Wow.
For licensed, insured driving students, they have the option of driving their own vehicles. I strongly encourage them to ride the bus, simply because as expensive as fuel is nowadays, that saves them fuel. It also is more certain that they'll make it to and from class.
That's the parent and the teacher talk out.
Yes, it is. I have two daughters, so I have the parent side in me as well. And so I really recommend they ride the bus, but like I said, if they're licensed and insured and we document that, there is also the opportunity for them to drive themselves.
Okay.
But the bottom line in response to your question is the district will provide them transportation.
Okay, great. So they're going, this is not where they go to the center and they're all day. They go from whatever classes they have at whatever campus they attend to attend those classes specifically.
Each program at Carrigan in the morning and the afternoon. The morning is first year students typically, and the afternoon is second year students, and it's 3 periods of the school day.
Okay.
So they come to Carrigan, and in fact, they even come to Carrigan a little bit early for the morning classes begin at 7:30. And I know the 3 high schools I don't think have all exactly the same start time in the morning, but I think they start a little bit closer to 8 o'clock. And so the first year students at Carrigan roll out a little bit earlier than their classmates at their home campuses.
Wow, but in the end it pays off.
Absolutely.
In the end it pays off. Okay, well now let's go into the various, and it does not cost per se, outside of the fees and the things that are necessary concerning getting your certificate or license. It does not cost to go to the school.
Correct.
Okay, great. Now let's go into the various areas that you have. We've been talking about, don't know why, cosmetology. But as you said earlier, that individuals can call and make an appointment or see what services you provide there. And with that, also with the services you provide, what have you seen as far as not just the students but the clients' response?
Oh, I think the client's response is very positive. They are generally supporters of the school and the students. That's why they want to come there. Obviously, the prices are reduced because it is, as you pointed out, students in training, and they're not professionals yet. But I've had my hair cut there. I get my hair cut there, and I've been very pleased with the haircuts I've received.
So you sound like a proud papa there.
I am. And that means a lot, really, because I went to a young woman that used to cut my hair, who is a close family friend and cuts my wife and daughter's hair, and so I miss her. But the point being is that just speaks that much higher for the program at Carrigan, and the satisfaction I have received not only as principal and director there, but as a customer.
And that's awesome in the sense of you can support, because I mean, just be real, some people be like, well, yeah, I do this and this is my job, but you know what, I'm going over here to get what I need to done right. And it's a blessing to see that you put that much confidence and and that's an encouragement unto them to see that the head of our organization is coming to me to chop chop.
Absolutely.
And that means saying chop chop in a good way.